Hi guys, in this video we are going to break down the top 3 best 1440p 144Hz gaming monitors this year. We will be taking a look at gaming monitors at every budget range, so regardless of whether you have got few bucks to spare and want the best value or looking for the best of the best, we will have an option for you. This list was created based on hours of research, so if you are interested in finding out which gaming monitor best suited to you and want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. If this is the first time you visiting this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell. Okay, so let's get to the video. Starting of our list is the AOC CQ27G1, and in many ways, it provides a perfect balance between performance and visuals. Even the monitor itself looks quite good, with thin bezels, a sleek stand, and a tasteful red highlight running along the bottom of the frame that immediately identifies it as a gaming monitor without being too conspicuous. Moving on the key features. The display. The CQ27G1 is a curved 27-inch monitor and naturally, since it's in this category, it features a 144Hz QHD panel. Now, the panel in question is a VA1, meaning that it has great contrast and solid color accuracy. The response time is good, too, though there is some minor ghosting in darker scenes. Ports. This monitor is a bit conservative when the ports are concerned, as it features only one HDMI 2.0 port and one DisplayPort 1.2, plus a headphone jack. AMD FreeSync. There can be no affordable 144Hz monitor without FreeSync, so the CQ27G1 obviously features AMD's adaptive sync technology. It is available in the 48 to 144Hz range, so there's nothing to complain about in this department. Adjustable stand. The stand that ships with the CQ27G1 is of surprisingly high quality and it is highly adjustable, supporting tilt, height, and swivel adjustment. VESA support. The monitor is compatible with 100x100 VESA mounts. Now let's talk about the cons. Some minor ghosting. Few VA panels can escape ghosting issues, and the CQ27G1 does suffer from a limited amount of ghosting that is particularly noticeable in darker scenes. Final thoughts? All things considered, the CQ27G1 is a great deal. Its curved VA panel, with its superior contrast and good color reproduction, contributes a lot to the overall immersion, all the while it supports a high refresh rate that ensures the action is responsive and buttery smooth. Next we have the Dell S2719DFG, is a somewhat different solution. On the outside, it may not look like anything more than a regular office monitor, but the panel offers exceptional performance, not to mention that many are bound to appreciate the sleek and non-aggressive design. Moving on the key features. The display. The Dell S2719DFG is a 27-inch QHD 144Hz monitor that uses a high-quality TN panel, so it's obviously a performance-oriented monitor that offers not only high refresh rates but also extremely fast response time and hardly any motion blur. Of course, as is usually the case with TN panels, this comes at the cost of viewing angles, though the color accuracy is surprisingly good for this type of panel. Ports. The monitor has one HDMI 2.0 and one HDMI 1.4 port, along with one DisplayPort 1.2 connector, 2 audio jacks, and a USB hub with 4 USB 3.0 ports. AMD FreeSync. Like any relatively affordable monitor with a high refresh rate, this monitor features FreeSync, and it's available in a 40 to 144Hz range, 40 to 155Hz when overclocked with DP 1.2, which is more than satisfactory. Adjustable stand. The stock stand is sleek and minimal, and it is fully adjustable, supporting tilt, height, swivel, and pivot adjustment. VESA support. The monitor supports the standard 100x100 VESA mounts. Now let's talk about the cons. Terrible black uniformity. The biggest downside of the Dell S2719DFG is its poor black uniformity. Though the contrast is mediocre, it's solid for a TN panel, but the prominent backlight bleed can be extremely distracting as it will be visible in dark scenes. Final thoughts? Overall, the Dell S2719DFG has a lot to offer: superb panel performance, color reproduction which is quite good for a TN panel, simple design, and a good stock stand. It is reasonably priced, too, though the backlight bleed might be a deal breaker for many. And last pick on our top 3 list is the LG 27GL850, another monitor from LG that improves upon the general shortcomings of the previous 2 monitors in a number of ways. It may not look overly impressive when viewed head-on, but it features some beautiful red highlights on the back, and it definitely feels like a quality product overall. Moving on the key features. The display. We have taken a look at a VA and at a TN 1440p 144Hz monitor, and now, we have an IPS one. That said, the LG 27GL850 offers excellent colors and viewing angles, all the while not sacrificing much in regards to performance, as it uses the overdrive mode to enhance response times. Naturally, it still can't compare to TN's native 1 millisecond response time, nor does it offer the kind of contrast you can expect from a VA panel, but it makes for a well-balanced solution. Ports. The monitor has 2 HDMI 2.0 ports and a single DisplayPort 1.4 input, plus a headphone jack and a USB hub with 2 USB 3.0 ports. AMD FreeSync. The monitor comes equipped with FreeSync, which is available in the 48 to 144 Hz range via DP 1.4 and in a narrower 48 to 100 Hz range via HDMI. We'd like to point out that LG markets the monitor as G-Sync compatible and they slapped a G-Sync sticker on the front, but it's not a G-Sync monitor, it is merely a FreeSync monitor that is certified to work with NVIDIA GPUs. HDR. The LG 27GL850 comes with HDR support and it looks quite good, though HDR cannot truly shine with the monitor's underwhelming contrast and mediocre brightness. Adjustable stand. The monitor supports tilt, height, and pivot adjustment, but sadly no swivel. VESA support. The 27GL850 is compatible with 100x100 VESA mounts. Now let's talk about the cons. No FreeSync 2. The monitor supports HDR but it lacks FreeSync 2 support, meaning that you cannot enable HDR and VRR at the same time. Poor contrast and black uniformity. Sadly, even though the IPS panel looks good when it comes to colors and viewing angles, the main flaw of this particular technology is rather accentuated here, namely, the panel has a very disappointing contrast ratio, especially for an HDR-compatible monitor in this price range, and the black uniformity is hardly any better. Final thoughts? As far as the color reproduction and the performance are concerned, there is very little to complain about with the LG 27GL850. The picture is crisp and responsive, and while the pixel response time can't quite match that of a TN panel, you're unlikely to notice this unless you're used to TN monitors. Granted, the lack of FreeSync 2 is something of a disappointment in an HDR-compatible 144 Hz monitor, plus the poor contrast and black uniformity are a big downside in a monitor this pricey. However, if you can tolerate this, you'd be set with a very well-rounded gaming monitor. Thanks for watching the video. If you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like or subscribe the channel and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below.